So last night on Instagram, I watched a video about a guy that had had a tattoo using numbing cream and had had all sorts of problems with healing, with pain, with a multitude of problems. And said basically about never using numbing cream again. Now, I'm pretty sure that the majority of tattoo artists aren't keen on clients using it, but it's here to stay. It's not something that's going away. It's not something that clients aren't going to use, even if you tell them. You know, now you can refuse to tattoo them. That's, you know, your prerogative. But at the end of the day, lots of people are going to use it. Now, I looked at the comments and they were mixed. I would say they were probably more pro numbing cream. There was comments saying that it was the artist's fault that the tattoo didn't heal correctly and it was overworked and all this, that and the other. And the truth of the matter is, you're never going to know that. The likelihood is it probably wasn't. And I would say there was probably other contributing factors. One of them probably being that the guy was on a 5 or 6 day tattooing binge. Now, I've got a feeling, I could be wrong on this, absolutely, but I got a feeling he was on day 4 or 5 when he decided to use the numbing cream, or maybe he'd used numbing cream for all the days and it was only that tattoo that was a problem. But let's say that it was just day 4 that it was that particular piece. One, why did you suddenly decide to use it on day 4? And 2, there's probably a good chance that your body was pretty fucked at that point, and that was probably a contributing factor. So most people are probably only going in having 1, maybe 2 days. And in all honesty, even that is still a huge amount of trauma to the body. So it's definitely, I'm on the fence with what was said. Do I like people using numbing cream? No. I'm pretty sure that the majority of numbing creams do stop tattoos healing as saturated as they should be. But at the end of the day, you know, if the client wants to use it and ultimately they have to come back and have, you know, several hours, or depending on the size of the piece, another day to do a second pass to make sure it's fully saturated, that's their prerogative. You know, we're not doing that shit for free. So it's a bit of a weird one. People are always going to be split on it, but what you got to remember is numbing cream is big fucking business. Everybody's in it. So you have absolutely zero fucking chance of getting people to stop. That's not going to happen. You know, you're not going to stop companies. You know, I could name at least 5 major brands. They're not going to stop. They make a shit ton of money out of this. So, you know, it is what it is. Don't bitch about it. Either tattoo them or don't tattoo them. You know, me, I just get on and deal with it. It's one of those things. I think what I probably will do is I'm going to try 3 of the top ones. I've got a piece on my leg that I'm finishing, so I'm going to try 3 of the top ones and I'll come back to you on it. I'll tell you what I think, from personal experience. I've had loads of tattoos that, aren't with numbing cream. And yeah, I do agree that a lot of tattoos should be earned. But that's not the world we live in now. Nobody wants to push through that shit. So, we'll see. Just one other thought on the numbing cream. Plenty of people can use it and it do absolutely fuck all for them. Some people swear by it, say it can work all day. That's bollocks. I've never come across anybody that it's worked all day. But for long sessions, some people are quite happy to have 3-4 hours of relatively pain-free, and then an hour or two of it being fucking brutal. I don't know which is best. Personally, I advise clients with long appointments that is what's going to happen. There's no numbing cream out there that I know of that will last 6 to 8 hours, whether it fucking says it or not. I think that's bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody's doing these sprays now that you can use during. Now, that's great if you've got to the end of your stencil. It's not much fucking use if you're halfway through your stencil, because you're just gonna make it come off. But from experience, I have used the spray on clients and it fucking works. It really does. So it's definitely one of those things where, as long as a client knows the pros and cons, they've used it. You get plenty of sneaky fuckers that try to hide the fact they've used it. We're not fucking stupid. As long as you know and you're prepared, who fucking cares? It's their skin. If there's an issue, if they haven't patch tested, then, it's on them. It's not down to you or I at the end of the day. What you do outside of the shop is down to you. Just like aftercare. We give people advice. If they don't take it and they do something fucking stupid, well, how's that your or my fault? I'm just saying. Peace. Don't forget, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Good, bad, ugly. They all count. We've all got one. Like an asshole.